Yo, what's up YouTube? In this video, I want to give you guys an update on our new SaaS business that we are looking to take from $0 to $20,000 a month. Well, more than 20,000, but for this little series, from 0 to 20K. So we have an update. I'm going to show you guys what we have. It's Thursday as I'm filming this video. The way that we bring on new clients is through a webinar every Thursday, so once a week. So we have one later today. So I'll show you the numbers and how many people we have registered for that, and how much we expect to collect. But we got back on track last week. So I'll quickly break that down. I'll show you guys the numbers for how much we spent, how much we collected, and yeah, I guess the plan moving forward here. We changed two things last week that had a little bit, well, part of it of an impact on last week. We had our highest close rate ever, like on a weekly basis. And I think one of these new features definitely helped. And the other one is hopefully going to help us out this week and next week. So let me, I'll just show you guys here. Let's do a screen share here. If you guys like these update videos while this is loading up, like the video for me, subscribe to the channel. I've got a lot of behind the scenes style videos showing you guys how we structured this new SaaS business, how we go about running these weekly webinars, what we offer. So check those videos out. If you guys have been watching the channel for a while and you're like, why isn't he posting about TikTok Shop anymore? I'm definitely still doing TikTok Shop. I just am posting more about this. We've been building this for a little bit now, so kind of now wanted to document this as well. But yes, we are still doing TikTok Shop. Absolutely. So, all right, let me show you guys. Let's do last week. So we do them every Thursday. So let's go. Last week's webinar was on the 20th. So we go from 13 to 19. So it looks like we spent $1,900. The most recent issue that we ran into is just our lead cost was like jacked up. Typically, like we were having a $15 to $20 lead cost in the beginning, and then it just bumped up. But we still, I'll show you guys how much we collected here. So that was on the 20th here. So if we look at the 20th, so we go all the way up, we added 9 new users at $199. So we collected $1,800 and we spent $1,900 for the week. So that's what we're looking to do. Just bring on new customers at $0. So just cover our ad spend every week. But our average lead cost on the week was like $30, which was, we had a 25% of the people that showed up to the webinar. That following week, we ended up closing 25%. That was huge. We needed that because usually we look for like 18 to 20% on the week. So 25% is huge. And this is all recurring revenue. So it's $199 a month. So that's why we don't really care about making money on the front end. We just want to stack that recurring revenue. So let's see, it was 20th. So if we look Thursday to Wednesday, looks like we had 66. Yeah, so we had 66 people. I think we had 34 show. So I'll get the lead cost for that because it was high. Like $30 is we need it to be like $20. So if we do, let's bring this down. What do we do? 1,900 divided by 66. Yeah, $29. So pretty high. But you know, we still made it happen there. But that was definitely close. But yeah, let me look at our calendar for last week. We had, 64 people registered, so 2 must have booked for the following week. 64 registered. We had 34 people show. The webinar we have today, we've got 128 registered. I'll show you guys how much we spent for this. This should be a banger webinar, but you know, anything can happen, so we'll see. If we look 20 to 26, okay, so as you can see, our main campaign here, the lead cost is way down. So we spent $2,500, but let's go from 20 to 26. So 124 people have registered so far. So 2,500 divided by 124. So yeah, $20 lead cost, that's money. If we hit, I don't know if we're going to hit a 25% close rate again this week. Last week, I don't know, maybe a smaller audience. We had people who attended a previous webinar. I don't really know, but it doesn't matter. So yeah, we need to collect. So to break even on this week's webinar, we spent 2,500 divided by, say, 200. So we need to collect like 12, 13 people. Anything above that is profit. Even if we close like 9, 10 on the webinar, we still usually get a couple follow-ups. So, and the reason we get more follow-ups now, the two things that we changed last week to get us back on track was, number one, the ads. We were running the same ads basically since, I think, November. Initially, we were running video ads. Then we were running static images. Like, statics just started working way better for some reason. So we started running those, and then they were like cranking for a while. Like, we were getting like consistent like $15, $20 on statics. We kind of ran that for a while. And then, for whatever reason, our appointment costs just like kept creeping up. It's usually just a sign of ad fatigue. So what we did last week on the 21st, we have, I think it's 4 new video ads. So we got 4 new videos put together quick. That's what dropped our lead cost like basically immediately. I'm also hoping that the quality improves. So the quality of people registering, because it's way more like you can just basically tell them your offer instead of them like looking at an image and trying to infer what they're going to be signing up for. So hopefully the quality improves too. But the biggest point was that the lead cost is now, it's been consistent for the past, we just broke that down. It was $20 for this week. Next week it should stay in that $20 range. So we'll see what happens there. I'll probably be breaking down this webinar that we're about to have in my next video. So make sure to subscribe if you guys want to see those. But yeah, so that's one thing we changed, was just our ads. Like we just got fresh new creatives. And the videos, I guess, are back to working. Ads are always going to be unpredictable, but you kind of just ride whatever's working. So if videos are working for you, run with videos. If statics work, just change it whenever they stop working, basically. Just kind of speaking to myself here. Usually with these webinars, we only do them once a week. So the show rate isn't great because like if somebody books today, they could be booking a week out for next Thursday. So usually what we've been seeing is around a 50% show rate. But every single week, there's always people who like come in last minute and they're like, hey, like I need to reschedule, I need to rebook. Or there's people after the webinar who like get hit with the follow-up messages where we're like, oh, thanks for attending today's webinar. Like, here's the link to get signed up. There's people every single week who are like, oh, I couldn't make it. Is there a recording? In the past, we just didn't record the live trainings because we were like, it's a live training. Like you have to try to force people to register and to get on the next call. We were like, no, we don't record the calls. Like we didn't post any recordings on the checkout page. But last week we were like, whatever, we recorded last week's webinar. And then to hit that audience, like of people who are reaching out to us, either asking for a recording or just saying that they need to reschedule, we put the recording, basically it's an hour. We recorded the whole thing and it's just like an hour VSL that sits on the landing page. And I think that helped increase, like, because like I said, this was our best week of our highest close rate on the week. It was 25%, which is good. And we had a ton of follow-ups. We had like 4 or 5 follow-ups. Like we knew that we overspent last week, like because appointment cost was just way too high. And we ended up like breaking even, which is money. Like we hit our numbers. But I think a lot of it had to do with people, like we probably got a few follow-ups of people that were on the webinar, but then we probably just got like 1, 2, maybe 3 people who weren't on the webinar and they just watched the live training on their own and they went through that self-checkout. So that definitely helped. You know, if we're looking at just what we changed week over week, those were really the only 2 things. So hopefully we get another big webinar today and next week. And yeah, we'll keep you guys posted. But those were the numbers. That's kind of what we changed. It's like, wow, if we had a $20 lead cost last week and we kept our 25% close rate, like we would have been in a good spot. But whatever, still good. As long as we're covering our cost, we're stacking that recurring. So quick video here, but I'll hit you guys with an update. If you guys want some more kind of behind the scenes content, we also have a free school community, so you guys can join that. I'll throw it down in the description. Hit that like button for me, subscribe to the channel. We'll see you guys in the next one. And let's go rock this Webby here, huh? All right, peace.